5:00 a.m. At this time, this beautiful girl had started running in the garden. She was wearing a black and pink jogging suit and had tied her hair in a high ponytail. With large headphones on her ears, she was running continuously. Due to running for a long time, she was completely drenched in sweat. But she was running steadily at a speed of 61 without slowing down or speeding up. So far, she had completed at least 10 laps around the garden. Hey, slow down. Her breath was starting to normalize now. She was beginning to feel tired. Seeing this, the man running alongside her, who was wearing a completely black jogging suit that fit his body perfectly, could clearly see every muscle of his body. His muscular chest, big biceps, and six-pack abs were all clearly visible. He was also running with the girl, but when he saw that she was now tired, he looked at her and said, "See, darling, that's why I say you should stop eating so much oily and unhealthy food. This is what happens with just that much. I'm telling the truth. Your stamina is very low. Look at what condition you've made in just a few rounds." Hearing this, the girl said almost angrily, "That's not true. This all happened because of you. And what? Am I lazy? Hey, Grumpy, can't you see how big the garden has become? And as for running here, do you think I have to run in a race like Milka Singh that you are giving me such a serious lecture? Don't throw your last 72 minutes dialogue from Shah Rukh Khan's life in front of me." Hearing her words, Manav starts staring at her with his cold, piercing gaze. When Siya feels a threat around her, she starts looking around, avoiding his eyes, and thinks of some excuse. She then thinks, before that, because of him, Manav's vocabulary and 10 rounds, and if you don't complete this, then you will exercise with me for another 2 hours. Hearing this, Maya's face turned as if someone had deceitfully transferred her property to their name, and now she was running behind that man to get her property papers back. Just like that, Siya sped ahead of Manav and started completing her rounds. Before they knew it, 45 minutes had passed. During this time, Siya had almost completed her punishment of 9 rounds and was running for the last round. She was in very bad shape, completely drenched in sweat. Sweat was clearly visible on her face and clothes. But Manav felt not even 111% pity for her, and continued to watch Maya as she completed her rounds. When Siya completed her last round, she lay straight on the ground and started taking long, deep breaths. Closing her eyes, she was cursing Manav in her heart with 1,000 abuses for her condition. Seeing her like this, it was as if he was standing there watching her. When he felt that Sia's breaths were now stable and she had calmed down to a great extent, he reached out his hand and asked her to get up. Seeing this, she did not get up and lay there. Observing this, Manav quickly picked her up in his arms without thinking and started heading towards the gym area. There, he sat her on a sofa and began his own exercise. Shah was quietly watching him. In her eyes, there was anger towards Manav and various emotions regarding the injustice done to her, which Manav completely ignored as he continued with his workout. After doing some exercise, when Manav lay down on the ground to do push-ups, He suddenly felt someone's weight on him. He looked back to see that Siya was sitting on his back, also sitting in a reverse position. He thought that because of her sitting on him and the extra weight, it would be difficult for him to do push-ups. She would also be as tired as he was, but the poor girl was shocked when she saw him resume his push-ups after sitting properly, and his speed had returned to normal, just like before. Seeing this, Sia's mouth dropped open. She had sat on him to annoy him, but now she was the one getting annoyed, sitting on him. She regretted why she had thought of sitting on him in the first place. Now she felt like she was swinging like a milkshake bottle. After working out for a little while, it was already 7:00 a.m. Neither of them realized the time. Seeing the time, Manav stopped and stood up, looking at him. For a moment, Sia's gaze lingered on him because, due to the sweat, his workout clothes had stuck even more to his body, and because of working out, his body looked a bit stronger and more perfect. On top of that, the sweat on him looked like drops of diamonds. Seeing his look, Siya didn't realize when she started staring at him. Seeing herself like this, Siya didn't know why, but she felt good about Manav. However, she didn't think much about it and said into her ordering phone, "If you're done looking, go to your room and get ready. You don't have to go to college." Hearing this, Siya came to her senses and quickly ran to her room to save herself from embarrassment. After coming into her room, when she calmed down a bit, she went to the bathroom, took a shower, got ready, and after preparing for college, she came down to the dining hall. At this time, she was wearing a mini frock that was just above her knees. It was a lovely white dress with very small butterflies printed on it. As always, she hadn't put on any makeup on her face, just applied kohl and lip balm. On one side, she had made a small braid with the remaining hair. With her hair open, she looked even cuter. Wearing sneakers on her feet, a smart watch on her hand, and carrying her bag on her shoulder, she looked just like a college student. Manav, sitting at the dining table, was wearing a navy blue business suit at that time. He glanced at her and then went back to reading and looking at something on his mobile. He didn't say anything either. Both finished their breakfast quietly. After that, they both got into the car. Talking about the car, they first headed towards Sia's university. After sitting in the car for a while, her car stopped in front of the university. Seeing this, Siya said goodbye to Manav, took her bag, and walked towards college. As she entered the college, she felt many eyes on her again today. But this was different. There was a big difference between the looks from yesterday and today. Yesterday, everyone was admiring her, trying to know about her, praising her. The girls were jealous of her beauty and talking among themselves. This is common in any college. But today, there was something different in all their gazes. Today, they were all looking at her with strange and dirty looks, and their faces were showing as if someone had committed murder. They were looking at her with suspicious eyes and whispering to each other again after looking at her. Siya noticed this too, but she didn't dwell on it much and moved forward to go to her classroom. But as soon as she entered through the classroom door, the atmosphere inside was something else. Seeing this, she stood there and started looking at the person standing in front of her with dangerous eyes until 1 o'clock. So, what do you all think? What could have happened that today everyone was looking at Siya like this? And who was the person that Siya was looking at with her dangerous eyes? Do let me know in the comments and give a lot of love to the story.